Well, here's one you don't see too often, folks. Check this out. Anybody want to guess what this is? Look, 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 look. Look at that beautiful green trunk. Looks like a king palm, right? Wrong. You're like, oh, I know what it is. It must be a royal palm. Wrong. Well, actually, it's a royal palm. It's just not the one that you're familiar with. Roystonia regia, the Cuban royal palm, is a beautiful palm. But this is even more beautiful. This one here, Roystonia gets a frond, kind of like a queen palm. It kind of radiates in all directions. Okay? This one, my friends. Whoops. It's not cooperating. Oh. This one, my friends, take two. Come on. Put it on my head. Drag it over here. This one has these beautiful, beautiful, wide blades. And just a dark green, green, green. And it's, when it's young, it's on a flat plane, like a king palm or a kentia palm. And when it gets older, it has a double plane. It's starting to do that here a little bit, like two planes. And the other thing is it never drops its foliage below the horizontal point. So it always looks like it's trimmed up. It's the most beautiful royal palm there is. And everyone thinks the royal palms are the most beautiful palms you can grow in Southern California. These are extremely rare down here. So I'm gonna have, let me count them up, 26 of them setting out the boxes. I'm gonna line my road. It's gonna look amazing. Look, we'll come through here when we're done. But in a couple days, I'll have all these boxed up. I just laid the flags out where they're gonna go. And I'm gonna notch into the hill a little bit, set the boxes out right next to my baby avocado trees. By the time the baby avocado trees grow up a little bit, it'll be time to sell to you guys the Venezuelan or Caribbean royal palm. It's Roystonia oleracea. Look it up. It is such a beautiful tree. I'm so stoked to have these. My buddy had these. I bought every one he had. So yeah, so in a couple of years, you know, I'll probably put an ad out on Craigslist. I'll probably sell these in Southern California. Look how wide that blade is, people. Unbelievable. It could take full blazing sun. It could take some wind. It can even take a little bit of frost. Not too much, but a little bit. We don't get any here. But yeah, the most beautiful palm you possibly could grow. Probably doesn't want to be right on the beach head, but you know, with a couple, 2, 3, 4 blocks away from the beach, all the way into Riverside, it'll grow all the way out in Phoenix, in the desert. Loves the desert. So it's like literally the most tropical, beautiful thing you can grow in the heat, and it loves heat. So if you're in a, I don't think we could try to grow these up in Northern California, maybe San Jose, places that warm up that don't get too cold, Fremont, places like that. I'm gonna plant a few at my ranch at winters, but mainly they're for down here. So I will check in when these trees are all set up. Hopefully the sun will be out, and we'll have this beautiful row, probably the only alley of Roystonia oleracea outside of, well, but within California. There's probably some in Florida for sure, but not here. All right, let's get a move on. Who's gonna have the sexiest road in all of California? I think I am. Woohoo! Look at these things in the daylight. Look at that. I mean, this thing has the width of a frond leaflet, like a Rhopalostylus oceana. Rhopalostylus boweri from New Zealand has a huge blade. It's like that. And it has the dark green like that, but unlike that one, this can handle full blazing sun even in the desert. This is gonna look unreal, guys. You're gonna want one of these trees. Hopefully you won't want them before they get big and beautiful, because I want to see them here big and beautiful before I start selling them. And look at the cool Spanish Mediterranean house my neighbor's building. That's gonna even like augment the view of this wonderful line of trees. Yeah, I fixed the leak, and you know, I'm gonna clean that up and it'll look good again. But yeah, I wanted to show you how awesome these trees are gonna look. It's time to box them up. And yeah, I'm doing that solo. That's how I stay in shape. And you can see it's not really working. That's why I needed to jog between trees as fast as I can. Burn some calories. Let's go. happy tree. Happy, beautiful Caribbean royal palm. Ooh, look at that pretty, beautiful line of trees. Got it done. Got the drip in. I'm muddy, I'm dirty, I'm sore, but I did it solo. So look at that. Set your mind to it. Just get out there and do the work. And next thing you know, it's done. 22 beautiful trees. I have a few more, a couple other spots on the property. So when you need probably the most beautiful palm, most beautiful big palm you can grow in full sun in Southern California, maybe a couple select spots in Northern California, you need to give me a call, because I've got them. You can come over here and pick them out. Imagine that in a few years.